So about 40 miles outside of St. Louis, they are currently building the largest winery in the Midwest. Out west in Augusta, there is a ton going on in wine country. So we're known for beer. We got Anheuser-Busch, ton of breweries, great beer in St. Louis. But here's a concept: wine in St. Louis, in Augusta, actually. Think of it like a resort. You know, come to the Midwest, you can roll down the river, miss Augusta, try some wine, get married while you're out here, stay at a bed and breakfast, go hunting, do whatever you want. That's what they're going for here. Driving through Augusta, it's on the more rural side. You will drive through these wineries, drive past the vineyards. Very rural, very nice, kind of charming country roads is what you will see. It's not like the mass developed suburbia. So it's kind of like this wine retreat, wine destination is what they're making it. Similar to Napa Valley or Blackberry Farm in Tennessee, if you're familiar. That's kind of the style they're going for in Augusta. So the Hoffmann family has spent over a year and over $100 million buying up dozens of pieces of land around Augusta and some of the surrounding wineries to basically turn it into this wine destination. So tons of exciting stuff. So they are currently building a lot of it out. They're developing 5-star hotel, amphitheater, golf course, a hunting lodge, a wedding venue, multiple bed and breakfasts, and, you know, shopping places. And they're going to have Miss Augusta, which is the river yacht. So basically do boat tours if you want to have some wine, go wine tasting, and kind of just float down the Missouri River. It's going to be a great time. So that's kind of what they're going for here. They want to make it kind of like this retreat, kind of like wine destination just outside St. Louis. And if you're moving to the area, if you're moving to Augusta or somewhere else in the St. Louis area, my team and I would love to help you with that. We are practicing real estate agents. That's what we're here for. If you want some help buying a house, buying a condo, new construction, whatever it is, just shoot us an email, shoot us a text. That's what we're here for. So right now, if you drive through Augusta, you will notice, you know, the existing vineyards. There's a bunch of wineries out there already if you drive down Route 94. But then if you get off Route 94, you kind of go through like the historic town center of Augusta, which just has like this very charming kind of old-timey town center feel. And it's basically all right on the Missouri River. So they're going to have the riverboat take you up and down the river if you want to try some wine and, you know, float down Miss Augusta. That's the name of the river yacht they bought. That was part of the purchase. I said they spent over $100 million. They bought the river yacht to take you up and down the river. So there you go. That's definitely on my agenda for this summer. Gotta try it out. Let me tell you, never did I think I was going to be reading articles about wine and soil topography for a YouTube video like this. But if you, because I try to kind of get a sense of what people are saying about this through Facebook groups, Reddit groups, like news articles, that kind of stuff to kind of piece it together. I'm not a wine guy. I don't know it very well. But based on what people are saying, this is not my opinion, this is others. Basically, if the soil isn't like a certain ratio of sand, silt, and like a certain pH level, the grapes will turn out differently than compared to something like Blackberry Farm in Tennessee or Napa Valley. So that's kind of the one thing people have said about this, as far as like it's never going to be the same level as Napa Valley, because if the grape quality isn't the same, you know, like it's still going to be Missouri wine at the end of the day. So that's the thing. If you don't like Missouri wine, this probably isn't going to be the destination for you. To be honest, I couldn't tell you the difference between a $50 bottle and a $500 bottle of wine. I'm not going to know the difference, I promise. But for those of you who do, if Missouri wine is your taste, phenomenal. If you don't like Missouri wine, you can still go on the boat. I mean, it's still going to be fun to check out. The biggest thing that people have kind of questioned about this is, first of all, you know, what's going to happen to the town if it pops off, if it turns out great to become this tourist destination, and then what happens if not? You know what I mean? Like after you've had a family that buys up the whole town, and then what happens if this doesn't turn out as expected? So that was one thing that, you know, people have voiced concerns about. The second thing is just the idea of, is this going to be something people travel for, or is it just going to be kind of a weekend getaway for people locally in St. Louis? Because I mean, Napa Valley, that's something people will travel, you know, across the country for, to go stay there and to go have that experience. And so as long as they can get people to come here to St. Louis, and, you know, whether it's by attracting people to Augusta for the resorts and for the amenities, or if it's kind of with the appeal of, oh, by the way, you're 40 minutes outside of St. Louis, you know, go see a Cardinals game, go to the breweries, go, you know, have fun in downtown St. Louis. So I think it's really just a matter of like what kind of demographic ends up getting attracted. Is it people from out of town, out of state, or is it going to be primarily people in the St. Louis area who just want to go out, have some wine on the weekend, and then go back home? I mean, who doesn't love a good wine tasting or going to a wedding out in Augusta or Defiance? Like, there's some beautiful land out there. Overall, I'm excited to see how this turns out. I think that obviously, like, this is still pretty early in the development, so it's still early on. A lot can still change with the development and the plans. They're getting to work, so I haven't heard a ton publicly yet, so stay tuned. I will show you some of the footage of what I saw when I drove through Augusta just to kind of get some footage for this video. But outside of that, super excited about this. I'm very optimistic and can't wait to see how it turns out. Honestly, like, good for them. If you can buy a whole town and just like turn it into your like wine paradise, like, that's pretty cool. And I feel like this is something people aren't talking about a ton. First of all, because I feel like people don't always know what's going on in Augusta as is. And second of all, it's just a fun thing to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, yes, there's stuff happening in the city, you know, the new soccer stadium, all sorts of fun stuff there. But overall, I'm excited to see what the Hoffmann family comes out with. I cannot wait to go try it out. Go take a tour on Miss Augusta, try some wine this summer. So this is going to be a fun place. Looking forward to it. Thank you for watching. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video right here on the Living St. Louis channel.